this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and first off, let me say I apologize for the quality of my video yesterday. It was horrible, and it didn't show up in the preview or my editing, so I don't know what happened exactly, but I know I have had computer problems and camera problems, mic problems, the whole 9 yards, ever since I did the upgrade on my Mac. So I use the OBS software, and then I have a Logitech camera. So something is just not working together. I had to actually download another OBS software. I had to work on it, and I'm not computer savvy. So if anybody out there is computer savvy and knows something about the OBS software or Logitech camera, a Mac computer, things like that, that I can make it all work together like it used to, then please leave me a comment below. But anyway, like I said, I apologize for the quality of that video. It wasn't that great. Hopefully this one will be better. I'm not going to be able to tell until it uploads, so if I upload it and it's not great, then you will never see this video. But if I upload it and it looks pretty good, then I will leave the video up. So this is a little purse. It's got the little handles on it. And then it has Post-it notes down in here. It has 2 pockets for Post-it notes. And all the Post-it notes I had were pink. So we've got pink ones in here. But of course you could get Post-it notes to match your paper. If I'd had white ones or green ones, that would have looked really good. But anyway, this is a little purse Post-it note holder. It's very, very simple to make. It's very sturdy because we put some chipboard in the bottom. So I will leave all of the information, photos, and everything over on my blog. That link will be directly below, as well as all the products that I use that I can find. And let's get into the video of making these. These are super cute and great for craft fairs. Okay, you're going to need a piece of paper, and I'm going to use some pattern paper. This is from the paper collection, My Favorite Christmas. And we have a few of these left if you want one. I'll link it below. So you're going to need a piece that is 11 1/4 by 6. And on the 11 1/4 inch side, you're going to score at 5 and at 6 1/4. Then you're going to turn it, and on the short side you're going to score at 1 1/4 on both sides. So 1 1/4, and then I just turn it all the way around and do 1 1/4. Okay, so that's the scoring that we're going to do on this piece. Now I'm going to lay this piece aside and go ahead and score my little pockets before I put my scoreboard away. That way I won't have to pull it back out. Now for these little pockets, you're going to need a piece that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Now don't worry about writing any of these measurements down. They'll all be over on my blog, and that link will be directly below. Put the 5 1/2 inch side here, score at 1/2 and 1, and then I turn it one time, score it at 1/2 and at 1, and then turn it one more time and score it at 1/2 and 1. And if you run off your scoring like I did, I just flip it over and I find that score line that I don't need, and I just rub it back out, and that's fine. But that's all going to be hidden anyway, so we're not going to have to worry about it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make these since I have it in my hand. So you're just going to fold and burnish, and this is a very thick cardstock, so I'm going to burnish really well. Okay, now you're going to pull out your scissors, and on these corners right here you've got 4 boxes. So you're going to cut up on each one of those just like that. So we've cut up on that and cut up on that, and then I turn it to the side, and you're going to cut away those 2 outside ones here, and then this one right there. So that's all that you're going to be left with. It's just that one little tab right there. put it over here so you can see it better. There we go. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. And by the way, these are the new Tim Holtz haberdashery scissors. That's hard for me to say. I love the point on them that you can go right up to that line and not go across it. Love that. The other ones have a blunt end and it's just hard to clip those little pieces, but these do not. These have that sharp little point where you can get right in there. Just don't stick them in you because they are very sharp. Alright, now I'm just wedging out just a little bit on those tabs so that they fold up better. We're going to do this one the same way, same identical way. Okay, now that we've got those cut, we're going to go ahead and put them together. First off, we're going to put some glue on these little tabs right here. And I'm going to use my score tape just because it's quicker for the videos. The art glitter glue will hold, but the score tape is a lot quicker. Now just pull the backing off your score tape and you're just going to go ahead and pull that up, the corners up, and just put them together. So just pull that up and put your corners together just like that. That's what you're left with. And I should have done this before I put it together, so put your score tape on these parts before you put it together. Makes it easier. But we're keeping it real here. I'm going to show you my mistakes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the score tape on these. So see, if you put the score tape on before you put that little tab together, it's a lot easier. You're going to put your score tape on the outside tabs and right up close to your score line. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this one up first. I'm going to burnish my score tape down. Now you're just going to pull the backing off your score tape on that bottom piece, and then I go ahead and put it together like that. Pull my sides over and press that down. And then I'm going to wait about pulling these off until I start to put it in my little purse. So let's go ahead and do these tabs. I'm going to do them the same way. Just pull the sides up. Pull that bottom up to meet that. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this one bottom piece off right here, and then just lay those sides right in there, just matching up the end of this piece to the score line, just like that. Okay, then we're just laying those aside. Now we're going to go back to this piece and go ahead and fold and burnish. Then on these sides right here, you're going to cut up just to that score line that goes across. So just cut up there, and then you're going to wedge these out a little bit, just like that. Then you're going to do the same thing over here. Now before I do anything else to this, I'm going to take my little circle die here. I think it's this one that I'm going to use. Yes. I'm going to take this circle die and I'm going to center it up between those score lines. So first off, I'm just going to fold it in like that so that I can get it centered. And I'm going to bring it down about halfway. I'm going to put a piece of tape on there, our purple tape, to hold it in place. And then I'm going to open these back up and I'm going to take this over to my big shot and I'm going to cut that out Just like that right there. Okay, this is a little tip right here that I'm going to show you. I've already got this end cut. But in order to get this end even and the same as this one, I leave that piece that cut out in my die. And then I lay it up here on this end. Fold my little corners back so I can see where my center is. So I lay it up here on this piece, get it even, and then tape it down. So I get it even just like that. And then when I cut this, I know that this end, this side is going to be the same as this one. And I'm going to put another little piece of tape on there just to hold that in place on the other side here. There we go. Okay, we're going to go cut this out. Now save your purple tape because you can use that over and over again. So there's what we have right now. Okay, now we want to make a little handle to go on here like we did that little purse the other day. So what we're going to do is take the next die up, the next size up, and I'm going to have to get my head in here so I can see. We're just going to center those up as best we can. And I can tell more about it when I get to my die cut machine and lay it on there. But then we're just going to tape those together just like that. And then I'm going to tape this down to my piece of paper. And we're going to use the green cardstock that matches that, and we're going to cut out 2 handles for this. Okay, now save your purple tape. I usually just stick it to my die cutting machine because you can use that over and over again. Now I went ahead and cut 4 of these because I want to glue them together and make sure that we have a nice sturdy handle. Okay, and we're going to turn them like that with the stitch part out on both of them and glue them together. Okay, now I have a little piece of chipboard here that I am going to glue right here at the bottom because we want this little purse to be nice and sturdy. This piece of chipboard is 1 1/8 by 3 3/8. And I've covered it just with some of that green cardstock. We're going to glue that right down at the bottom in between those score lines. Just like that. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and put these little boxes in. So they will go in just like that. Right down at that where we put that chipboard in there, you're going to sit your little box right there at the bottom of that. Just like that. Then when you pull that up, it's going to sit right on that chipboard. So we're going to put one on this side and one on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. Alright, center this up between your score lines. It should fit right in there. I'm going to get the bottom down first, and then I will lift it up and put the sides down. Just make sure that the sides come out even. Okay, there you go. So just make sure that your sides come out even. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder and go down in there and press that down. So there's one. Okay, then you're going to flip it around and you're going to do the other one the same way. We're going to lay that right down at that chipboard. Run it right up that score line. And get that bottom pressed down first, and then I'm going to put these the sides on. Okay, we have those glued down, and we left just a little bit of room between the chipboard and the bottom of this. And then when you fold this up, at first it's going to resist just a little bit, but just keep pressing it up a little bit, little at the time. And go ahead and press down here at the bottom. Just kind of get that fold going. And then it closes up just fine, no problem. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our glue on here, and we're going to fold these up. So I'm just going to choose one side, it doesn't matter which, they're both the same, and press those little pieces up just like that. Then I'll do my other one the same way. Make sure you do the same fold. Fold this one back. You're going to fold this one back. Okay. And then we're going to put glue right up through here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on both sides. And we're going to fold these in. And just make sure that they meet, the score lines meet, the top is even, that kind of thing. There you go. And then you're going to do this one the same way. Okay, there's our little bag. Now what we're going to do, and this is nice and sturdy with that chipboard on the bottom and then these inside, that's nice and sturdy. So now we're going to put our little handles on here. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce these score lines a little bit. So we're going to glue our handles just like that on here. So we're just going to run some glue around the edge here. Run a good little supply around through there because you want this to stick well. You don't want the handles to pull loose. Okay, so there's one, and we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, there are your little handles on your purse. Now what this is going to hold, and I don't have any white ones or red ones or green ones right now. All I have is pink. So we're going to drop these down in there. What this is going to hold is 2 of the Post-it notes, just like that. So see if you had some red ones or green ones, even white, that would look really good down in there. So I'm just going to leave those in there for right now, and then we're going to embellish this. Now I have taken one of the smaller dies, and this is this one, and I have cut out 2 white pieces, and they're kind of the same white as that little white poinsettia there. So we're going to take some foam dots, and we're going to pop this up. We're going to put it right there. And then I took my punch that Tina sent me. It's like, this is that Martha Stewart. It's like little pine needles. And we're going to take these, and I want to just lay these around on here, kind of in a little circle. Something like that. So I'm just going to put some glue in the middle of it. And then I'm just going to lay these down in the glue, kind of sticking out a little bit, because we've got something else to go in the center there. And this is out of that same green as the handles. I'm going to put this little circle from the sticker sheet, and it just says North Pole Airmail Delivery. We're going to put that right there, but I am going to put it up on foam dots as well. So we'll kind of center that up and just press it down like that. Then I have some of these little red pieces of bling, and I'm going to see if I can put some around through here. Hopefully they will stick. I think they will. We're going to stick these around on the little branches. And I'm using my pickup tool. This is that little jewel pickup tool. There we go. So we have that on there. Hold it up so you can see the little branches. Now you can do the same thing to the other side if you want to. I'm just going to do that on the front, but you can do the same thing to the other side. Okay, and now I have cut out some of the little white branches, and we're going to stick these in right under that bottom piece there. And I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on each one and stick it up under there. And just kind of turn them to the side. So we're going to go all the way around doing this. Okay, there we go. And now if you see any places that need more branches or a little fill in, just take some more and fill in on that. But I think that is good enough for this. Now we're going to get some ribbon, and we're going to tie some ribbon on there. Now, since the bows that I tie on don't turn out to be so great, I've just tied a little bow, and we're going to put a dollop of glue on the back of this, and then I'm going to sit it down right here. All right, and then we're just going to clip the ends to give them a little bit of an angle. And I think that's all that we're going to do to this little piece. Like I said, make sure that you get some matching Post-it notes. My pink ones don't go so well, but I didn't have any other color except yellow, and yellow really clashed. So get either white, I think you could get red ones, you can get green ones, something like that, and then just kind of match up your paper. And then these are neat little gifts that you can have ready for your craft fairs. So I think they're super cute. You could also put a little tag on here, hang it off, that says to and from, so that when they get them, they'll already have the tag ready. But I think these are really cute. They're easy to make, and I will leave all of the information, all of the products that I used, everything over on my blog, and that link will be directly below. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.